I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood, and today I want to come to you with actually an unfortunate incident. We had a fire here today, and it was caused by spontaneous combustion. When I teach classes, I talk about spontaneous combustion. When I train my employees, we talk about spontaneous combustion. One thing you can't control sometimes is the employees, and when they come back, they're late, they're in a hurry, and they don't take the time. 5 minutes could have prevented this whole place from burning down. The whole building, a couple of vehicles, some equipment burned down. All burnt from spontaneous combustion that started right here with this Ranger. We left rags in the canvas in the back. We used Mesmer's stain. Mesmer is pretty combustible. It's an oil-based stain. We use the hardwood formula, and we usually use that for some of the really nice exotic woods like Ipe, Masaranduba, and so forth, mahogany even. So what happened was the rags, what happens is the rags dry out, they combust, and then they were in there with the drop cloths that were canvas, and they caught on fire. Within from 4:13 to 4:35, this place was that quick on fire. We had some stuff stored in the barn here. The barn was actually 50 feet by about 30 feet. Actually 48 by 30, I believe. And what happens is we have our decking supplies in here, so we build decks. We had a composite, we had wood decks, all types of wood in there, so maybe $100,000 in supplies. We had vehicles, we had some equipment and so forth that we use as well. So anyway, the reason I wanted to talk to you about it is this could happen to you. It only takes 5 minutes. You got to make sure you train your employees. You got to make sure you talk to them, you follow up. Unfortunately, they're called accidents because sometimes an accident will happen. This is one of my best employees. He feels awful, I feel awful for him. Nobody meant for this to happen, but these are the things that can happen. And the reason I'm sharing it with you and with everyone is don't let something that happened to me happen to you if you can prevent it. You know, when it's just me, I usually take care of stuff. When you have a small company, it's okay. You have employees, the training is very important. And even though we go through it, we talk about it, we have weekly meetings, you know, somebody comes back late, they say, hey, you know what, I got to get out of here, and they don't go to the dumpster. This should have been, if anything, a dumpster fire, because the rags should have been used, that were used yesterday, thrown in the dumpster and not kept in the back of a vehicle that gets closed up. So that's what happened. So anyway, I just want to share with you, hopefully this will help someone else. Train your employees about spontaneous combustion. It's a real thing. You can take your rags and your oil, put them in like coffee cans or something, let them sit there. You'll see they light up, you know, depending on the product and so forth. But it can happen to anybody, and it happened to me. So this is Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood, talking about spontaneous combustion, and don't let it happen to you. So the remedy for spontaneous combustion, the way it should work is when you come back, your rags that are combustible from the oil-based stain should either be cleaned out and left to air dry, which we have a bench that we usually do that on. That's the way we've trained our people to do that. When we had our fire, they neglected to do that because they got back late and just backed up to just put the vehicle and think nothing would happen when they put it with the rest of the vehicles. So what happens is you rinse them out, let them air dry. You can use them the next day if that's the case. If they're beyond that, you should do something else with it, which means throw them away or disposing of them. There's two ways you could do that. One is you can actually buy or purchase a metal can that would seal and would keep that from combusting, or if it did, it's in that metal can. The other thing is, and we all have these probably, maybe not all, but the way to do it is if you have a dumpster, you should have a dumpster fire. I might have alluded to that, but the dumpster fire, basically what we would do is we would clean those things off, or we throw them away. We still want to clean them out, and then we throw them in the metal dumpster. And then that way, if there's a fire, it's contained within the dumpster. It wouldn't burn a building or anything like that, or in my case, blow up a vehicle and then burn down a building with supplies. So spontaneous combustion should be taken seriously. The best way to do it is to train your people. It's an ongoing thing. It can't be, you know, hey, it's not going to happen to me this night. It's okay, I'll get away with it. You've got to clean out your sprayers. You got to clean out your equipment, clean out your rags, get rid of your cans. They either belong in a dumpster, cleaned out, left to air dry, or put in those metal containers so that the fire is contained, or you don't have a fire. So that's my story and my video for spontaneous combustion. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you learned from it, and hopefully you can learn from something that happened to me that was terrible that will help you so it doesn't happen. So take it seriously, talk to your people, understand spontaneous combustion, and don't let it happen to you. I'm the Wizard of Wood, Everett Abrams. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.